My name is Teddy Cooke, and today we're going to make some burgers. Contrary to popular belief, hamburgers actually originated in Hamburg, Germany. However, the US played a big role in popularizing the sandwich, especially this slider right here from the fast food restaurant White Castle. Make sure to wash your hands and use gloves when you can. This is wax paper and a little under a pound of beef. Next, you will use some sort of roller to flatten the beef to about 1/3 of an inch thick. You're going to keep on rolling until you have a thin square. It's important to keep it nice and thin or else it will not cook properly. These are sweet Hawaiian rolls. I spaced out 12 patties. 5 holes in each patty for ventilation. Wrap it up and put it in the freezer for about 6 hours. Dice up some onion. Make sure you dice it up real thin for it to cook properly. Now that the patties are frozen, we can begin cooking. Get the diced onions golden brown and then put the meat on top. The meat is going to cook on top of the onions. Turn up the heat on the stove before you put the patties on. This is a good time to put the seasoning on. You don't want to put it on too far before because it'll dry out the meat. After it gets a little sizzle, put a little bit of water on so steam will build up to help it cook. As you can see, it'll cook through the top without flipping it. This is why it's very important to cut it thin in the beginning. For nice soft buns, remember to put the buns on top of the burgers just before taking them off. Not only are these sliders delicious, but when you do the math, they round up to less than 30 cents each. This is chuck meat with a high fat volume, about 30%. We're going to mix it with some regular beef to get some good gourmet patties. The shape will affect the flavor, so take some time to make a good looking patty. And of course, I haven't forgot about the vegetarians. You can actually make a veggie patty with almost anything, but in my opinion, the best thing to use is black beans and yams. After drawing out the moisture through baking, you're going to want to put it in a food processor and get it to a nice consistency. For flavor, I add salt, white pepper, dill, green onion, chili powder, smoked paprika, and garlic. Now you're going to need some sort of binding agent, so I use egg. If you're a vegan, you gotta find another thing to bind it together or it will not stick. As you can see, the texture should not be too firm or too mushy, and it should stick together properly. The trick to making any fine gourmet burger is pre-preparing the ingredients beforehand. Start with grilling the red onions to bring out the flavor. Cook each patty for at least 5 minutes on each side. With fresh mozzarella cheese. Get the buns toasty. A small bit of mayo on the bottom bun brings out a lot of flavor, but don't overpower it with mayo. I also put some guac and fresh spinach on it.
Okay, we already made enough food porn. Back off.